Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Raneem Mustafa and I'm in 9th grade. In Islamic history class, we started talking about Prophet Musa's story, and we took you can take a lot of lessons and values from the story. Something really important that we learned is how important it is for you to have tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And tawakkul means that you did everything you can in your hand and then left the rest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you try to help a situation so much, you do everything in your hand, and then after that there's nothing you can do left. That's the part where you have tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you trust His plan, and you trust Him. And it's very important to have that, because when you leave everything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's hands, it will all be put together. And we learned that from Prophet Musa's story, and how much his mom had tawakkul. We also, for me, something that stuck out was how important it was for you to have education or knowledge. And we seen Bani Israel, how the lack of knowledge or the lack of mindset that they had, Fir'aun did it, made sure that he made them focus on other things. Like, he used to make the food supply very little, so they would think about what they're gonna eat and how they're gonna live their life. So in the lack of knowledge and the lack of mindset they had made them even so much more weaker, even though they were also slaves. But something that Fir'aun did was he took away their education and he made them slaves. So that shows us how much education is important, because your education or your knowledge is your power. And when Musa was sent to Fir'aun straight, and he had education there, and he was raised differently than how he would have been raised in Bani Israel, and that's why he was very strong. And he was after living in Fir'aun's castle, he became a strong person, and then he was strong enough to later on face Fir'aun, and strong enough to guide a nation and be the prophet for a nation. Assalamu alaikum.